Nowadays, project development, whether in mobile or web, are being developed in rapid by variety type of company, mostly for business purpose. This is due to technology that has evolved from time to time, and almost all type of activity rely on technology such as smartphone or laptops. For project development, it is essential to use any code tracker or software testing tool for producing quality projects. The current figure show example of existing system that related with software testing tools. The first one is CAS Highlight. CAS Highlight is a SaaS software intelligent product for performing rapid application portfolio analysis. It automatically analyzes source code of hundreds of applications in a week for cloud readiness, software composition analysis, resiliency, and agility. The second one is Codasi. Codasi is an automated code analysis quality tool that helps developers ship better software and faster. It monitors change in code coverage, code duplication, and code complexity. As you can see, both of these tools have same weakness, as it only available for web application and it lack of reliability assessment that is backed up by fundamental concept of software reliability. A problem statement is a concise description of an issue to be addressed or a condition to be improved. There are three problems spotted during early development of this system. The first one is monitoring open source software development project with respect to quality has never been easy. The second problem is difficulties to identify software components that are buggy or contain many issues. The final problem is GitHub does not have mobile platform to view and monitor development projects in order to do activities such as viewing contribution, pull requests, and issues. To overcome this problem, the proposed solution is TestDefectRail. It is a mobile-based system that employs an integrated model of test and defect metrics from GitHub project information. The uniqueness of TestDefectRail is the test defect coverage analytic model, which is to plot the project component into bubble chart with its test coverage, complexity, and defect coverage value. The user for this system is only GitHub user, and no registration are needed. As you can see, the case study here is PHP GitHub API from Canopy Labs. It will be the proof of concept for TestDefectRail to work. The reason I choose this project repository is because it contains necessary information needed to ensure this mobile application works properly. For this part, it shows the file and folder that will be analyzed all of its components by calculating its test coverage, defect coverage, and complexity in order to plot into our test defect coverage analytic model bubble chart. There are four system objectives that need to achieve. The first one is to provide mobile platform for GitHub user to view their project repository information without going to website. Next is to allow user to view issues and pull requests from project repository that has been done by contributors or team member related within the project. The third objective is to plot the TDCAM chart by retrieving test and defect coverage value, which will be calculated using TDCAM engine. The final objective is to analyze which component in project repository have high defect and severity in it. The system architecture of this application is simple. User only needs smartphone to connect either using mobile data or Wi-Fi. The dashboard is user interface of this mobile application, and the API is where it gets its data from GitHub project repository. Every project has its own TDCAM engine, and all data relevant are stored inside an online database. This figure shows the module diagram of this system. It has three main modules, which is dashboard, GitHub API management, and test defect coverage analytic model TDCAM. There are 6 sub-modules inside dashboard module, which is related with user interface of this mobile application. GitHub API management module is related with GitHub API, in which we retrieve its data and store in our database. The TDCAM module is the most important module in here, as it is uniqueness of this system. The sub-module here, which is calculate test and defect coverage, is necessary in order to visualize the TDCAM in bubble chart. This system have benefit or impacts that will be useful for user project development. The first one is to develop user dashboard for continuous software reliability assessment that is based on test defect coverage analytic model. The second benefit is it will help user and its team members to improve their project development quality. The third benefit is the TDCAM features in this system will identify components that have high defect and severity so that they can focus on the component more. Right now, let's go to the project demonstration. As you can see, this is the homepage of my mobile application. So there's no registration that are needed, so just log in with your GitHub account, put your email here, and then sign in button. Then once you sign in, because I already logged in once, so I just need to authorize. Then once you authorize, then you will be firstly proceed to the profile page. This profile page contain your profile information such as username, your GitHub ID, your profile link, and your email and your bio. Then you can click at project to choose which project you want to be displayed at the contributor issues and all that. So right now there is only one project, PHP GitHub API, which I already explained at the case study because it contained the relevant information that I needed. The next part I will show is contributors. Contributors is the one who contribute to this project repository, which is PHP GitHub API. The number of contribution refer to the summary of pull requests, open issues, and commit to the project. This is their profile picture and this is their name. And you can scroll down below to see the list of them. And I sort their name by their contribution number from highest to lowest. So as you can see here, there are around 100 contributors that contribute to this project. The next part I will be showing is issue. Issues contain all the issues that we pull from GitHub project repository for PHP GitHub API. So you can choose the state of your issues, either open or closed. And then you can choose label that are available, or you also can choose multiple label. If you doesn't want to choose multiple label, then just clear it. Then you need to sort your issue either created or updated first. Then order by descending or ascending. So I choose descending. Then I search. As you can see, this is the list of issues. This is the state of the issues which is open, and this is the label. If there is no label, then this will show to you. Also, you can click this issue to view the issue detail. This issue body is the detail of the issue, and the user ID is the one who reported, which is this user. And this is the issue title. If you want to view more detail, you can just click to the link here. Then just back, then finish, then you go back. If you want to view another issue, then just click. The next part I will be choosing is pull request. Pull request is kind of the same like issues, but pull request is actually any changes that you make to the file, while issues are more to bug or issue that are contained during development of this app. It's kind of the same. You can choose state you want open or close. Then you can choose any label that related within the pull request. Then you need to sort your pull request either created or updated, then descending or ascending. As you can see here, the number of pull requests is 142. And you can scroll down here to view the pull request. Then you can click in any one of the pull requests to view the pull request detail. This is the pull request number. This is the one who reported the pull request and his ID. And this is the detail of the pull request. Okay, for the next part I will be showing is releases. Releases is a new update that made to the project development, and every releases have its change and including its ID and the one who released it. And you can also click here to see who released it and when it was released and any changes that made for the releases, including the link to view more detail about it. Then there are around 68 releases, mostly by this Acrobat and also Disney Home, including some like cross-coder. So the next part I will be showing is the TDCAM part. As you can see here, this is the summary of issues and the summary of pull requests. You can click here to this will show you the value of closed issue, which is 339, and the number of open issues, which is 21. Then you can click here to view the number of closed pull requests, which is 638, and the number of open pull requests, which is 4. Then this is the test coverage chart, which will be plotted in sunburst chart. You can click here to view the sunburst chart. This is the sunburst chart, but you need to horizontal scroll view it. And the number here is showing you the total tracked line. The chocolate one is the folder. You can click in here. For this part, we show you, when you click in here, it will show you the file name, the total tracked line, and the number of hit line, the number of miss line, and its test coverage. For the calculation of test coverage is actually the number of hit line divided by the number of total track line, then time by 100%. This part is showing you the summary of test coverage, which is 83.115% for this whole project. Also, the color indicate, for example, like this red here showing the test coverage is 66%. Below than 80% is red color. And for this, if the color is green like this, then it's showing you the test coverage is 100%. And every time you click here, click any of the file, it will show you this path where what you're choosing. You can also, for example, you click here, you can also click here to move back again to the home. Also, you can view your data in table. As you can see here, you also need to horizontal scroll view it. This is the project name, and this is the name of file. While this is will be showing the total tracked line, the total line that are hit, and the total line are missed. Then the test coverage will be showing here. For, let's say, if for this file authorization.php, the total tracked line is 8, but the number of total line hit is 0. So the total line miss is 8, and the test coverage is 0%. Then then you need to back to home. This is TDCAM bubble chart. So you need to click to enlarge the chart. As you can see here, this is the TDCAM bubble chart. Firstly, you can press the GitHub here. Then it will show you all the components inside the GitHub folder. The y-axis represent the defect coverage, while the x-axis represent the test coverage. The size of bubble represent the complexity size. So, as you can see, all the bubble have the same size except to this folder, which is API folder. The complexity is 749, which is different from others, such as this HTTP client, which is 84. So I decided to break down into smaller portion for this API. So clicking into API, then it will display all the components inside this API folder. Also, you can click on here to remove some button, some component. So for easier clicking inside this button. For example, for this component, I can click here so that I can display this user.php information. Also, I decide to break into smaller portion because this repository component complexity is higher than 100. So this will show you the total number of components inside this repository. So as you can see, the margin in here, the complexity margin in here is not too large. It's around 30 and below. Then press back. Then you can, to log out, you can simply press here. Okay, that's all.